So speaking of the um, need to be global, and also actually I would like to touch on the global part a little later. But the history of linear, the transition over to pay TV, and now the transition over to SVOD, and the disruption that has caused, and that we're witnessing now. Um, it has caused so much disruption that one may describe the industry as a set of special situation companies, right? And the question is, obviously, the migration to streaming will continue. However, the linear market is still, especially in the advertising market, still the vast majority of video advertising still on linear. So it has to coexist going forward. So so this is not so much about Warner Brothers Discovery question, but more industry level question around if we roll the tape, let's say 3 to 5 years, like what would that look like? What would that coexistence look like? And do you think will eventually lead to some kind of a temporary equilibrium?
Well, I think there's likely going to be some consolidation. There are a lot of players. There are a lot of players that are losing a lot of money. One of the reasons why we really fought to drive our free cash flow and pay down our debt is to be in a position as we roll out globally, as we fight to build our business, that we're a healthy company. And over the next 2 to 3 years, I expect that there's going to be some opportunities. There'll be some players that want to get out of the business. There'll be others that will look to consolidate their streaming businesses with others. And so I think we will look to be opportunistic during that time. And so I think over time, there'll probably be fewer players. I expect that there'll be 4 or 5 global streaming players that if we were here 3 or 4 years from now, I think in order to be, as I said, to be successful, I believe you need to be global. If we create Harry Potter content, the ability to put that in every language, everywhere in the world, that is scale, and that's formidable. And so I think that the global nature of this business is going to require a number of players to decide whether they want to go it alone. And our job has been to really focus on the fact that we're stable and strong, and to roll out around the world, and then to focus on others, in an opportunistic way that can maybe help us along the way, whether it's through bundling like Disney, whether it's through bundling with Fox and Disney, or whether it's hard bundling with distributors, or whether, over the long term, some of the smaller players in streaming will end up wanting to be part of a bigger global organization.